Yesterday I saw the new horror movie called Him, and they should have took horror out of like the what genre this movie is, because for one, it wasn't scary, and it was also a really bad movie in my opinion. So in case you haven't heard about it, I was pretty hyped for it because Jordan Peele's name was around the film, but he was not the director. He was only a producer, and that's probably why it sucks so bad. But the plot point from Google says Cameron Cade is a rising quarterback who suffers a potentially career-ending injury after being attacked by an unhinged fan. Just when all seems lost, Cam receives a lifeline when his hero, the GOAT, Isaiah White, offers to train him at an isolated compound. However, as the training accelerates, Isaiah's charisma turns into something darker, sending Cam down a disorienting rabbit hole that may cost him more than he ever bargained for. It's a good idea. Decent idea there. Execution. Holy shit fest. Mythical shit fest. So, yeah. So, they got me when they were saying produced by Jordan Peele. Of course, the produced by is in the some lesser visible font, and Jordan Peele's name is in bright red, but whatever. Fair play. You got me. But this movie super sucks. I'll say the one of the big reasons why it sucks to me is it's a nothing burger. Like you pretty much gain nothing from watching this movie. It's a horror movie that's not scary, which is an unforgivable sin. And I want to talk about the characters now. The main character, Cameron Cage, sucks so much asshole and dick. He does nothing. He is like He's just a nothing. I bet you he has less than 70 lines in this movie. He pretty much just walks around in the Isaiah's like compound for which is a stupid location for the movie. You're telling me an NFL player is living in the middle of a desert in some like dystopian ass compound. Are we dead ass? To my understanding, this Isaiah White is like Tom Brady, but better because he has one more ring and he's a quarterback. So they probably just ripped. They're in the fucking sitting at the table and said, "Let's make a Tom Brady horror movie," but couldn't get the rights to him. So they said, "Fuck it, we'll get Isaiah White." But anyways, he just walks around here. He'll do something. Isaiah will say something like positive, like "We need to train." And then the training will consist of like someone getting really injured or like just some crazy stupid shit. And then like as the kid's like questioning it, cause he's a normal ass kid, he's like, this is a little wrong. Like his hero will come and like do this thing. He'll like put the hand on the shoulder, you know that meme, and then he'll say, you need to make sacrifices. And then he'll go on a middle monologue, and then he's like, you're right, you're right. So that's pretty much the first like hour and 10 minutes of the movie. There wasn't even I can't even comfortably say there was like a tiddlywink of horror in here. Like this was the most straight-faced like I've ever been in a horror movie. Just very disappointing, but I will say you got to give credit where credit is due. The actor that played Isaiah White, Marlon Wayans, the dude that's in haunted house movies, the scary movies I think he was into. He did a decent job. Everything else is shit. And I want to talk about another like plot point that was really stupid to me is like his blood. So this guy for some reason has like special blood in him or something. Like he has goat blood, which that being a plot point in a movie that made it onto the big screen is already despicable. But like the way the blood is shown is absolutely ridiculous. So it shows Isaiah White getting blood sucked out of his veins into a blood bag from an IV, saying, "My blood is good today. I'm gonna save this for like before a game." Like, I don't know like a super much about like football and like keeping your body in tip-top shape, but that sounds pretty ridiculous to me at least. And then the his like health guy, he's like, "You'll thank me later," and he injects Cameron with Isaiah's blood, and he gets the most insane high I've ever seen depicted in a freaking movie. Like, dude, you think if all you had to do is inject blood into your own veins, you think we'd have tweakers on the streets doing fentanyl? Hell no, they'd be injecting blood. And like it just keeps progressing. So it was like the first time he's like, "Yeah, this helps me. I got pumped up." And then the guy just kept on doing it and doing it, and then he started seeing shit. And when you think he'd start seeing shit, you'd imagine that's when like the horror aspect comes, but it didn't. It was just like someone walking behind him disappears. And that was it. That was the only scary thing. And that's like dead ass the whole movie. I know I haven't said a lot, but like dead ass, that is the entire movie. And there was only one scene I would say that was alright. And it's when they're training, he's doing a drill, he keeps his eyes closed, he catches the ball, and he has 2 seconds to dime it to someone. And every time he misses, some dude takes a football like to the face off of like a football cannon, and he just sits there and takes that football over and over again. That scene is like that's when you come to terms like as the watcher that this Isaiah guy, he's actually insane. So we all know that something is wrong with him, and when we get to the part that explains what's wrong with him, it is like, why would you do this? Why would you go in that direction? It just was so stupid. So to my understanding, it's some sort of cult thingy, and it's like a nepotism thingy. So, uh, Cameron meets Isaiah in a room where he's sitting like this, looking up, and there's like a huge circle full of like people cheering. And then he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm reviewing film." Or no, that's not even what happened. Cameron, spoiler alert, Cameron just pulls up, tries to stab him in the face. He dodges it. He monologues saying, "Yep, I wasn't the first one. He was," and he points to like some retired jersey, and then after that it was him, and then it was him, and now it's me, and now it could potentially be you. Let's see if you have the beast in you. That's dead. That's dead ass what he said. So they do a little fight. It's a close battle. Cameron wins, and then he leaves to like some stadium with like five rich white dudes chilling on a chairs with like a pig mask, like he's out of Watch Dogs Legion. They're saying, "Sign the contract. Everything you ever want will be yours." And he just doesn't do that. He pulls out like an axe, not even some axe, some medieval ass weapon. It's like it's a half hammer, half like spear, half like pointy thing. I don't know what it's called. But he has some mythical ass weapon, and he starts slaughtering everybody, and roll credits. That was it. That was him. And honestly, I paid money to see this movie. I can confidently say Cameron is not him. Like the idea of a sports like themed horror movie is like pretty good. Like I've seen a lot of horror movies. I can't think. Oh, I've actually never seen that. I just discovered there's a reason for that. Because it's stupid as fuck. It didn't work. It wasn't scary at all. Like everything I've seen about this like movie and trailers and like the posters for it, they're so misleading, dude. There wasn't even like more than like probably like 20 seconds of an actual like football game shown in this football movie. That is ridiculous. This movie, it super sucked. I would gladly go the rest of my life without ever giving it a rewatch. It super sucked. I will rate this movie. I messed that up. Yeah, don't watch this movie. It's a shit fest. Um, thank you if you made it this far. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.